Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, another quick reminder, I do have quite a few workshops coming up. If you'd like to learn from me how to harness your own energy, how to really just be a badass, go to my academy, k33academy.com/store, and you can see the classes that I have coming up. So I asked, I sprayed my face because I was looking very parched. I was looking parched, and I just need my face to dry so that I don't feel grossed out. Because I feel grossed out if things touch my face and it is still wet. Okay. All right. I still have my workout gear on. Don't worry. Don't worry. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is major changes coming, wish fulfillment. So there's going to be a lot of really intense things, right? Really intense things that will take your life to a whole nother level. I don't know what that means, but it's a whole nother level, right? Happy birthday, Divine Blue. Yeah, yesterday I got put in timeout by Michaela. I got put in timeout. I was poorly behaved the night before, and I got put in timeout. I don't even have any shame admitting that. I was pissed off. So not only did I get put in timeout, I was told to take down the videos. Woo! I'm saying. What did you ask, USD? I don't see a question. Oh, you asking if I'm good? I'm good now. I'm good now. I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna behave because it's good to behave. It's good to listen to your soul. Saying. Hey, you know what? There's consequences for your behavior. That's what I was told. There's consequences for your behavior. Okay. I mean, let's you know what? Hold on. Let's just go ahead and get on with the reading. I keep on falling. And out of love with you, I promise to behave myself. Don't do what you said you'd do. Okay. And then we're going to take there. That's good. We're good to go. We're good to go. Okay. Let's get started. So lots of wish fulfillment coming in, which is good stuff. Okay. All right. Someone is coming to terms with something. I'm not sure what they're coming to terms with, but it has to do with the fact that you're no longer banished, right? It has to do with the fact that whatever this is, you got banished. I got banished yesterday. I'm saying. I did. I got banished yesterday. So you're no longer banished. You're no longer being pushed out of this space that you should be occupying. The sense that I get is whatever this space is, it is a space that you belong in, right? So major changes coming, wish fulfillment. There's a lot of different things that are being pushed into that manifestation template that's taking you exactly where you need to be, where you need to go, right? So intensification in reverse. Um, I was going to say something, but I was told don't phrase it that way. um, okay, so he said to go ahead and let you know how I was going to phrase it. Okay, so I was going to say your spirit's finally been broken like a wild ass horse. Your spirit's broken now. So now you're going to be in alignment. And the problem with that is really it carries with it the implication that this is something that's not good for you, right? It's not that your spirit has been broken, it's that the areas of resistance to your path, resistance towards things that are necessary, um, that's what's being deconstructed, right? So there's no breaking going on. There is a submission to the will of soul. There is compliance with what your soul is asking you to do. I ain't even gonna. I ain't even gonna mince words right now. Right now, I am Michael's little biznatch. I'm gonna behave myself today very well. Let's see how long it lasts. That's what he said. Let's see how long it lasts. Um, yeah, maybe a few days. He chuckled. You think it's funny? I'm not gonna argue because it is funny. It is funny. It's funny. Um, so clearance. This is not something you're going to be able to clear away. This is something that is absolutely necessary for you to kind of experience, for you to go through. Why would I need to? Okay. He says it's imperative you speak on yesterday, and I was going to say why would I need to speak on that, and he immediately was like, are you asking why? No, no, I'm not. I am not asking why. I'm coming to terms with the reason as to why I will be speaking on it. um So sometimes you have to go through things that will help to illustrate to you why your compliance is crucial. You know, so yesterday, there were a few different circumstances. There were. I woke up feeling very foggy and very groggy, and that it didn't go away. And then I kind of got the instruction to not be publicly visible yesterday, which that's fine with me. And I had requested that my husband take me somewhere very nature filled, right? Like somewhere where there's a forest, lots of trees, and just no other humans. And so he did. And when we were approaching, we have passes for like all state parks, all federal parks, federally maintained parks, just a whole bunch of outdoorsy stuff, right? So he picked one, and as we were entering into the town that that particular park was at, I was like, I don't want to be here. Immediately, like, I don't want to stay here. I don't want to be here. Get me the fuck out of here. Because it was creepy. It was very creepy. Um, I usually don't get that way. I'm like, I don't give a shit if it's creepy. Yeah, no, I'm curious. No, this shit, I was like, people died here. Which I was like, this place is haunted. People have died here. This is just like it's like the set to a horrendous movie. And I don't want to be here. And so we decided to enter into the park anyways, as just to look, and then we are going to leave immediately, which we did. And, you know, I've said before, I'm not invincible. I'm like unfuckwithable. I will fight back like a mofo. But I mean, I can be breached. I can be accessed. And so what ended up happening? We left immediately. Um I did have a little hitchhiker that followed me home, and I was just in such it felt like I had a hangover, and I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I don't consume any type of alcohol. I don't do anything. All of my supplements are all like completely natural herbal type stuff. It fucking sucked. Felt like shit all day. I felt like shit all day. I felt like I had a hangover. I couldn't make sense of anything really. And I was just kind of like, this sucks. I didn't think to scan myself. Or I was just like, this is a shitty feeling. This sucks. And then by the evening, one thing after another, I was like, oh my God, this is a hangover. I got a fucking ghost. Oh shit. Yeah. So, when you don't comply, sometimes your soul will allow you to experience things that will help you to remember why you need to comply. It'll help you to remember that. I was going to go live last night after I was done tripping balls about a ghost. Uh, yeah. And then I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not going live. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to stop my bullshit and I'm going to behave. I'm going to behave tomorrow. And so now I'm behaved. So, sometimes you need to go through the things that you go through. I don't feel like, um, I don't feel like my energy was fucked with, right? Because I would be very sensitive to that. I don't feel like my energy was fucked with. I believe what happened was I was allowed to feel the gravity of the insulation that I consistently am gifted with, embraced with by creation. If I want to be a little fucking brat, then they'll just pull back a little bit on that. And unfortunately for me, I have the type of energy that a lot of things are drawn to. I wouldn't be surprised if most of you have the type of energy that a lot of things are drawn to. That's why I don't go to haunted places. They will all fucking come to me and follow me home. And I've had this happen before, right? So if you don't want a repeat of the things that you've experienced in the past, which I've experienced this in the past. I used to live in a condo that was like, I don't know, a quarter mile away from an old ass cemetery, like 1800s, a cemetery from the 1800s. And one day I woke up with quite a few people standing beside my side of the bed. They're like in line to get readings from me. And I was on the second floor condo, and then it went out my window down the street to the cemetery. This entity that had followed me home one day, his name was Earl Martinez, still remember his name. He went to the cemetery and told everyone, like, she can see us, she can hear us. Fuck you, Earl, fuck you. Yeah. So then the whole cemetery was waiting for their turn for me to locate their relatives. And I was like, no, get the fuck out of my room. I don't want a repeat of that. So I'm going to behave. And maybe that's the major change. You coming into full alignment with your highest self for your highest good, so that the changes that are coming will lead to your wish fulfillment, right? So, as of right now, the spring is upside down. The spring is upside down because um, someone's not fully in compliance with what their soul is saying, what their soul is requesting them to do. You're not going to alchemically change this. You're going to have to comply. Oh, I could have just kept fighting, soul. I already know. I already know. I already know my soul is kind of crazy like that, right? So it is extremely rare for me to get into a car accident. Like, I would say it's been maybe 18, 19, maybe even 20 years since I've been even in a small fender bender. And that's because I have a buffer zone that pushes vehicles and shit away. Like, no, bitch, I ain't got no time or budget for fucking repairs. I don't think so. I'm not going to experience this with you. And I yeah, no, my soul is fucking crazy because it'll be like, let her crash, let her break a bone so that she may learn the way she chooses to learn through physical pain. I'm good. I've never broken a bone to date. I've never broken a bone because I know my soul is fucking crazy like that. I'm good. Do you know how willing your soul is to teach you the things that you need to learn? Think of all the things that have happened to you in the past. None of those were accidents. None of those were accidents. Every single thing that has happened to you is a thing that is designed to trigger some type of change that will allow some type of learning. Good things, all of that is used to help you learn. Now, dependent on the way you learn, the gravity of what you use to fucking fight your own process, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good. You have to operate within the boundaries set by you and your soul. So there are the mental, emotional, social boundaries set by the human mind. And then there are boundaries that transcend those limited human boundaries set by your soul. And your soul is trying to push you beyond your boundaries that you set with your mind and into the space that is set by your soul, because that's how you begin to expand your awareness of who you are and what you're here to do. Right? Um, yeah. Hmm. So you're not going to be able to create a different circumstance for you, right? This is something you're going to have to go through. And as you go through it, you'll begin to experience the degree of shifting that's necessary. Your soul wants to bring you something profound, something super intense. Um, I'll comply. I will comply. I will. I will. I just hold on. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. I will comply. I will. I will. Stop rushing me. I will. Okay. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? I know what I said. I will comply. Okay. So I'm going to quote Michael. Um, the most challenging things are being brought across your path, and it's up to you what you'll choose. If you choose to be in full compliance, you'll be challenged to the degree you need to be challenged in order to develop the type of bonds that need to be developed. If you choose to be in a less than a less than desirable level of compliance, the amount of challenge you will face will increase. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Maybe that's the wrong song to sing. I just envisioned I just envisioned Christina Aguilera in that song, but the words are not good. That's the wrong fucking song to sing. I am beautiful no matter what they say. So Michael says, he says, my eyes are getting really big. Michael says that quite possibly the largest test of your compliance is coming along. So, for some of you, what this is a realignment that's taking place, right? It's a realignment that's taking place, and maybe you're kind of uncomfortable with it. You'll still be in compliance with it, not because you're being forced, but because by the time it happens, you will be actively choosing your growth, right? Okay, beautiful. For others of you, this will be presented in such a way where it will involve circumstance. I think I'm fighting it because you're so fucking pushy right now. I'm just explaining why I'm in such a hesitation. I'm not saying I'm not going to say it. I'm just saying that's why I'm hesitating because you're so pushy right now. And I don't like it. Kind of, sort of, don't like it. But it's necessary. He says for some, this challenge, this invitation to rise will come in the form of I don't want to fucking comply. Okay, I will comply. I was just venting. For some, it will come in the form of like a reconnection of certain types of connections. 100% at 1212, 23, 50, 67. So for some, that reconnection or will be with an individual who is a divine mirror of you. He says, say the word. He says, say the word. For some, it will come in the form of a reconnection with some type of twin. Okay. He says, pick up the deck. A lack of unconditional love. A lack of unconditional love. And this probably has a lot to do with maybe you questioning your process, maybe you questioning why something has to happen. Oh, you're asking me if I'm questioning why it has to happen. No, I have no questions. No questions at all. I'm in full compliance. Whatever must happen, must happen. I am in full compliance. Okay, so you're going through an awakening, right? This process by which your awareness is being expanded beyond the boundaries you've set for yourself as a human. You're entering, some of you are now in the space of entering, or in the process of entering into the space set by soul. Okay. Upside down passion is not going to be serving you. Everything that's happening right now, it's like your soul is shifting and adjusting all of these. It's like, it's almost like a controlled musical chairs is being played, and there's shifting adjustments, all of that. And the reason there's all of that is because you have refused to heal certain aspects of yourself. As you begin to heal those aspects of yourself, this fucker, I swear to God, I didn't say a word. I'm lying. I did say a word, but I wasn't directing it at you. I wasn't. I wasn't directing it at you. I was venting. I was venting to my community. That's what I was doing. I'm not playing or joking. I was venting. Well, why am I so? Why am I letting Michael bully me? Because he can. He's been given the green light by my soul to fucking bully the shit out of me. I don't want to be bullied. So I will just comply. I will just comply. So, as you begin to heal yourself, you'll find that your paths cross with someone who is a mirrored soul of yours, right? He says, say the words. You will find that your paths cross with someone who is some type of resonance. You will cross paths with an individual who is basically like a twin type energy. So, focus your hope on what you want to cultivate, what you are wanting, what type of wishes you want fulfilled. This is the process by which your wishes will be fulfilled. So, you're going to feel like there's nothing to celebrate as you go through this process, which is fine, right? It's fine. You're going to feel like you're not learning the things you need to be learning. In reality, you are learning the things you need to be learning, but you're learning it in a way that you're not accustomed to. And then gratitude in reverse, you're not going to feel very thankful for what it is you're in the process of doing. But what you're doing right now is going to bring in the major change that will lead to your wish fulfillment. Um, what do you guys wish for? If you put your wish in the comments, that is basically you putting energy towards the fulfillment of the very thing that you're putting into the comments. So, hashtag wish, and then write what you are wishing for. I think that would be a very good exercise of claiming what it is you want the most, because it's not just it's not just you having to accept what your soul is dictating is your wish. No, it's going to be this like this beautiful middle space of what you want the most and what your soul knows you need. It's going to be a type of wish fulfillment that is going to be so profound, so profound. So, um, someone wants a miracle, someone wants healing beyond what's happened, fulfillment on all levels, world peace. You know, that's amazing. That's amazing. And you can be very specific with this. You can be very, very specific. Freedom to afford a house by myself. For me personally, I would love the resolution of my Ehlers-Danlos so that I could achieve the level of joint stabilization to be able to actually do my first IFBB competition. I would love to do a competition so I could show myself how strong and dedicated I could be when I put my mind to it. I love that. I love that, right? Abundance of peace and stability, stability all around, healthy, solid relationships, fulfillment on all levels of my needs. Love it. Love it. So hold yourself to that. Allow the space to be created for that to be able to enter into your life, to be able to enter into your space of awareness. Okay. So, compassion. Have compassion for yourself as you go through this. Have compassion for yourself as you might falter for a few. You will get back up. Don't worry. You always get back up. You always. You might stay seated for a little bit longer than usual, but you always get back up. That's just your character. That's who you are. Whether or not you give yourself the credit you deserve for the ways in which you never give up on yourself, yeah, you always get back up. And you can tell me all you want that, no, I've quit this and that. Did you quit or were you redirected by soul? Did you fail or were you successfully redirected? Which one is it? Will you allow yourself to recognize the gravity of the process you've been in for so long? It feels like this is a process that has been going on for quite a few years at this point, right? Quite a few years at this point. It's okay. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. You'll be able to get there. You'll be able to do what it is you need to do because guess what? Your soul is stepping in. You've tagged your soul into the ring. It's tag team, baby. It's a tag team, baby. Okay. Shine. You got to let yourself shine. You got to let your truth shine beyond your fears. You have to allow your fears to stop taking center stage. You belong at the front of the stage with the lights and the cameras on you, not your fear, not your insecurities, not all the reasonings that people have tried to program you with to help you to believe that you don't deserve the recognition that you've worked towards. Right? Yes. Oh, see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I see what you're saying. There you see her sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. He says I need to let go of my mermaid fixation. Okay. Card number 49, self acceptance. You got to accept yourself. You got to accept yourself. And that's just that, you know? So, if you go ahead and accept yourself, you know what's going to happen? You're going to realize that you have not been innocent this whole time. You've been the major blockage, blocker, hater, cock blocker. You have. You've been your greatest frenemy your entire life. You have. I know I have. It's okay. Recognizing that that's how you function and that's the way you've been moving through your life is powerful. It helps you to recognize the separation between your soul and yourself, and you can correct that. The moment you acknowledge what the issue is, you can then begin working towards implementing a solution. In addition, Michael goes, well played. Is good, right? Um, it, it was good. It was good. I'm really good at finding ways to work around things. That's one of my most highly developed abilities, finding a workaround. If I cannot get through you, I will find a way around you. So he said that was good. Um, so with this, um, the other potential meaning is that it's time to recognize the effects, the detrimental effects of the separation you had between yourself and, one or more people, one or more people that you needed to be in contact with. This comment right here, he pointed it out. Queen of Hearts says, "Girl, you're such a handful." To which I say, that's why God gave you two. One to hold me and one to deal with the rest of your life. And Michael goes, I keep him on his toes. I keep him on his toes. I love it. I love it. He says, yes, you do. You love me too, Mikey. You do. You love me. You love me. You love it when I act up. Gives you some spice. Anyways, he says, don't be too proud of yourself. Why not? Yeah. So, yeah, I'll stop. Shadow work in reverse. For some of us, we're using this shadow work as an excuse, right? We're using this as an excuse to hide and avoid the lessons, the opportunities, the learning, the connections, all of that. We're using that. We're hiding in our own shadows under the guise of doing shadow work, but in reality, we're just trying to obscure ourselves as much as possible, hoping that whatever it is, that you're needing to go through, will eventually be forgotten so that you don't have to go through it. You do, though. You have to go through it. So, ancestral magic, your ancestral energies and powers are running at a high right now. Okay. It's at a high, an all time high, because of the amount of energy that's being pumped through. I started singing a song. Michael says, don't sing it out loud. Okay. It's a good song, though. It's an old song. It's a good song. Okay, you can't betray yourself. Your higher self won't allow it. Your higher self won't allow you to self sabotage. You're going to go through whatever you're going to go. No, no, no. It's pump, pump. Get it, shake, 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 shake a little something. That's the way. Yeah. That's the way. Let me stop. Pump, pump, pump. Get it. No, that's not part of my workout playlist. Anyways, card number 21, growth. So you're going to be growing tremendously. Okay. You're going to be growing tremendously, and this growth is going to push you out of the reach of parasitic influence. The parasitic influence is what's amplifying your fear, your insecurity. And that's what's causing you to deny the need to rebirth your magic. There's too much that you put aside, that you put away, trying to play normal. You're not normal, boo. You're not normal, Habibi. You're not. That's not a bad thing. Oh, yes, I called you Habibi. What? I watched Dubai Bling and I've just been like, I've been like, what? Okay. Ooh. Oh, no. Yep. Oh, these cards. Okay. I gotta pee. I do. I do. Okay, galactic heritage in reverse. You're not going to be able to use your alien powers to avoid this. You're not. If you think you can, go ahead and like see into the future. I was having a conversation with Michaela earlier. Um and it came to my realization the whole concept of the third eye and how, you know, specific receptors go dormant, and it's those dormant receptors that allow you to see various additional levels, layers of frequency, um light, sound, shape. It was fascinating. He was showing me like a 3D model of how those receptors and then the disconnect and then the different strandings of DNA that allow for. I was like, "Ooh, that's so fascinating." That's he gave me that information, and that's why I decided to behave today, because he said that if I behave, he will give me more information complete with um third and fourth dimensional renderings of the structures to give a more nuanced understanding of my quantum chaotic sciences. You can bribe me with information. I'm not joking. You can bribe me with information. You can bribe me with PDFs and manuals. Like, the more technical it is, the more I'm like, yes, what do you want for it? I just, yeah. Uh, you can't bribe me with power or gossip or things like that. You can't bribe me with promises of activations of more abilities, but information. I love that. I love that. So your galactic heritage, your alien stuff is not going to be allowed. Your alien codes, they won't be allowed to help you to avoid and sabotage your process. It's just not going to be allowed. I think for many of us, our higher selves are pushing back. They're pushing back against our lack of compliance with the processes that we're entering into. So there's twin ray healing that's going on. Whatever this healing is, it's going to be profound for some, for a select few. For a select few, what's going to end up happening is this healing is going to lead to reconnection, which you need to allow that. It's not going to be something that you can force. It's not going to be something you can rush. It's something that's just going to naturally take place depending on the level of resistance that you have to whatever this process is. That's what's going to determine how blindsided you will be with the impending reconnection. So what I'm trying to say is, if you are going to fight it, you're not going to be allowed to see it coming. If you are going to just flow with it, then you'll be given advanced knowledge of some of the potential ways that this will filter into your awareness. Sounds like our higher selves about tired of all of us. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Our higher selves are sick of our shit, and primarily my shit. um, the higher selves are primarily sick of my shit specifically. What? It's not my fault that, you know, God sprinkled a little too much sarcasm and humor into my template. I'm saying. Michael says that wasn't an accident. It was to help you keep laughing through the tragic things. Well, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Because he says It was to avoid premature entry into the darkest of spaces that will cause a breaking down of the template. Good to know. So that's why I laugh through like the weirdest times. That's good to know. So card number 20, Scorpio, I transform. Put your ear down close to your soul and listen hard. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Um, oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed, when Jesus washed, when Jesus washed, wash my attitude away. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Acknowledging desire and surrendering yourself to the depths will serve you best at this time. Uh-huh. Okay. Um okay. So he says to read all of this. Scorpio is one of the most fascinating signs in the zodiac. It's ruled by Pluto, planet of gutters and extremes. That's fucking sad. And is a sign of sex, money, and passion. It's a powerful sign. Scorpios have a bad reputation of ruthless behavior, which is not deserved. Like the other water signs, Scorpio is emotional, but not in the sympathetic way of Cancer or Pisces. When Scorpio enters a room, they don't have to say a word for the crowd to know. They can feel their energy, their depth, and their ability to understand others, all the while not revealing much about themselves, is profound. But you realize that's like a description. Okay, I'll stop. Scorpios inspire you to tell them your darkest secrets while revealing none of their own. When Scorpios feel deeply, they fear the loss of control and they will sting when threatened or concerned. I mean, okay. So I'm told to reread that line. When Scorpios feel deeply, they fear the loss of control and they will sting when threatened or cornered. Almost always, Scorpios will deliver the last hit. Scorpios do not roll over and play dead. They never forget a slight, right? Michael is totally calling me out. That's all my behavior. Shit. What? What? I do. I will admit, I do. If I revert back to old patterns, I behave just like a fucking Scorpio. Yes, Maria, I am mostly out of control. Absolutely. It depends. What am I dealing with? And that will determine the gravity of my out of controlness. Yeah, no, that's a lot of my behaviors that I'm working on. Anyways, people of this sign will make their mark even when they have to do it alone. If the Scorpio card comes up, then you're being tested. Mhm. Mhm. You may feel isolated and on your own without much sympathy or help from others. If so, it's time to stand on your own and fight those forces gathered against you. Ooh, so, oh my gosh. Okay, major changes coming, wish fulfillment. Maybe the major change is that you're exiting out of the environment that has caused you to continue to deny. Excuse me. Continue to deny and reject the fulfillment of your greatest wish. What is your greatest wish? Right? I think you need to determine that for yourself, what your greatest wish is. Like your actual wish, not your the public might be judging me, so I need to um say that this is my wish when it's not, right? So, It's time to stand on your own and fight those forces gathered against you. So the people who are trying to prevent the progression, you got to just close up your ears. Close up your ears to that. Don't listen to it. Don't allow it to affect. You got to just, he says, forge the path. I don't know what he means, but forge the path forward. You got to really just commit. I notice about some Scorpios, and this is not a bad thing if it's balanced. If the Scorpion is balanced, it's a powerful thing. If they're imbalanced, whoo, holy hot diggity damn, that toxicity is sexy. I was going to say something else, but Michael goes, it's sexy. Okay. Anyways, what I noticed is that Scorpios, again, if it's balanced, it's a very good thing. They can hyperfixate like no other. Like the level of hyperfixation, it's impressive. You'd think that they have some fucking unmanaged ADHD level of hyperfixation. Like I said, if you're balanced, right? This type of hyperfixation can get you every single last thing that you want. Boo. Nothing stands a chance. But if you're imbalanced, it's a cluster fluff. It's a cluster fluff. That's like injecting your own venom into your heart. Yeah. Yeah. It's not good. That's not good. That's why there's a lot of hurt that's been going on. I don't know. Let's see. There are a number of positive changes with this card. You'll soon gain what you've worked so hard for. See what I'm saying? This card implies karmic issues, even the resurfacing of past life recollections. So many of your relationships will now be of a karmic nature and thus be tried as well. Your life may seem like a trial, right? So that's the thing. It's only dangerous if you don't know. Coffee says dangerous. It's only dangerous if you don't know. Like the scorpions that I've known and have allowed in, I know when to sidestep. I can see. I can. I can see when you're gearing up to do some fucked off shit because you've become imbalanced. I'm not talking about all Scorpios. I'm talking about the Scorpios that I've known and allowed in. Like I can see, I can tell when there's that venom that's being pressure injected into the tip, and I can see that it's starting to like collect at the tip of your stinger. Motherfucker, I'm not going to sit there and wait for you to sting me. Are you kidding me? It's only dangerous if you don't pay attention to the unspoken behaviors of the scorpion. That's the only time it's dangerous. I'm not scared of Scorpios. I'm not intimidated by Scorpios. I tend to vibe with Scorpios quite a bit. But they have to be balanced Scorpios because my cap moon just really will not allow me to be tolerant of scorpions that are imbalanced. I don't feel Scorpios are the most toxic sign either. I think Pisceans are. I say that as a Piscean. I think Pisceans are because when we choose to allow ourselves to delve into the toxicity, like it's a fucking, it's quicksand. You just sink your ass deep into that. Like the most toxic people that I've come across and have been the most malignant towards me have all been Pisceans. Piscean sun, Piscean moon, Piscean rising, just utter fuckery. But they were imbalanced, so they're not good representatives of Pisces. Just like unbalanced scorpions are not good representatives of Scorpio. So, with all that said, if you're going to be fucking with someone who has Scorpio type energy, you would be very, very stupid to sit there and wait for them to sting you because they're pretty good at that. They're pretty good at that. I'm telling you, they're pretty good. Pretty good. I will not let that shit go. But that's the thing. The scorpions that I've had to deal with, it's more of they were pulling in some very distorted preconceived notions of what they were going to do with me. Does that make sense? Like, one gal thought that she was going to be able to use me, and I was like, no. Yeah, she even went so far as to tell someone that I'm stupid and weak. I'm just accommodating. There's a difference. I know exactly what you're doing, but I'm not saying it. I'm playing along for now until I'm sick of your shit, and then I'm not going to play along anymore. I'm just going to be out. Yes. And then there's, the whole romantic aspect of Scorpio. Um, I assume, because I'm not Scorpion, I assume that in the romantic aspect of things, when they choose to bond with you in a romantic way, they have a very deep expectation of where it's going to go, right? And when that doesn't go in the way that they're expecting, for one reason or another, maybe it's just it didn't go in the way they were hoping, wanting, and working towards in the time frame they wanted it to go that way, because that's also a possibility, and that sets them off, right? It's like there's so many different things, but I don't think the sign of Scorpio is a bad one in general. I don't think that at all. It's definitely an intense one, but I really can't say shit because I'm fucking intense too. I am. I'm very intense. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so there's going to be a lot of karmic issues coming forward, or the sense that I get is that there's already quite a bit of karmic stuff playing out. All of this karmic, and that's what's being cleared off the ledger board as you go through the challenges that create the major change that leads to the wish fulfillment. Matters involving inheritance and money may figure in, such as heirlooms, legacies, and what comes through family or people you're tied to from your past. So there's still stuff that's needing to be, um, there's still stuff that's needing to be kind of worked through, maybe in the realm of finances, maybe in the realm of really putting away all of that past caca that you had to deal with. It might be something like that. You may have to deal with someone who may plot revenge over something you may not be guilty of. I will say this one time. You lost your cock ass fucking mind if you think you're going to go toe to toe with Scorpion energy and win. Notice how I didn't say I go toe to toe with Scorpion energy, because that's just some fucked off shit, right? When they're that, like, go ahead, rile yourself the fuck up. I'm out. I'm out. I'm good. Sting the walls, sting the floor, sting the furniture. I'm out though. Toodles. Yeah. So someone, hey, I'm not trying to talk shit. I got cancer in a major placement. Michael's being petty as fuck. Oops, sorry. I got cancer in a major placement, so I ain't talking shit. Michael goes, must be a Cancerian. Are you talking about me? I just said I don't fuck with Scorpios that are pissed. He goes, no. Ooh. Oh, shit. Michael says you're not the karmic, you're the destiny. Hot diggity damn. That just made me feel fucking hot. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. I'm saying, oh, I still got my. Let me take this off. Damn, Michael's sick of someone's shit, not mine. My shit smells like roses. Nah, my shit smells like peonies. This, he is saying a lot. Hey, you're lecturing the choir. I don't need to hear this shit. I'm I'm behaving. I am in compliance. I am behaving. I'm just saying, okay? Don't make me flex. Oh shit. Yeah, someone's dealing with something. Someone's dealing with something. Ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna stay in my own compliant ass lane. Okay. So you may have to deal with someone who may plot revenge over something you may not be guilty of. It could also be a time where enemies surface, so you would be wise to protect your reputation. I will just put this out there. I am in a space within myself at this point. I don't fuck around about public trust, my reputation, about attempts to fuck with my business, my companies, my professional image. Ugh. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just saying. We ain't fucking around, okay? So, strong sexual attractions may arise, whether wished for or not. Obsessions are possible. It's wise to not get wrapped up in intrigues with people you don't know very well or have known only for a short time. Mhm. Don't do it. Do not attempt to maneuver or manipulate anyone, as this will surely backfire. Don't do it. On the positive side, now's a time to be resourceful and guard that which you have worked for. If romance is your question, expect it to be transforming and not something you can leave aside. Ooh. Mhm. In some cases, your partner may seem aloof and hard to reach, and matters may erupt into unexpected passions. If surrounding cards indicate that things will progress, this may be one of the most important and transforming relationships you have ever had. I'm saying. Mhm. Mhm. I'm liking this. My husband has Scorpio in a major placement. I really should stop saying this shit. But he does. He has Scorpio in a major placement as well. I like this. In dealing with jobs and careers, expect intensity, restrictions, and demands. Sometimes when this card comes up, it indicates that you'll be going through a period of deep self analysis. You may seek out a professional, or you may work through this time alone by reading or through reflection. Be careful when it comes to finances in areas such as taxes, property, and shared assets. You could have resounding success or tremendous losses currently. But the message is to take your chance, then stick with your decision no matter what. Take your chance, stick with your decision no matter what. Hyperfixate on that. Unless that is in reference to me, don't hyperfixate on that. Stop. I'm saying. People have been really weird with me lately. I'm not even joking. People have been like really fucking weird with me lately. I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna do nothing, is what Michael goes, you're gonna start what? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. I'm not starting a damn thing. Card number 29, fifth house, creativity. Every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up. Be happy. Give yourself the gift of happiness. Okay, so this is a fun house. Playing is very much what the fifth house is all about. This part of the chart also rules over romance, especially the beginning stages. So, if what you're fixating on is someone, some person, it's best to just play around, joke around at first. Sorry. That is not nice, Michaela. Are you giving some are you are you giving instruction on how to win people over? Just don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Um, let's see. When the fifth house brings romance, we also enter into a kind of playfulness, a sensual joy that happens inside the playground of adulthood. This card indicates that you have created or will begin to create something to be proud of, something that will bring others joy. It may have you on a stage or just an area where adults can let down their hair and become as children, responsive, joyful, and free. You can expect the completion of a project or the accomplishment of a significant goal for which there will be celebration. Someone is preparing themselves. The project is to become worthy of you. Someone has set that as their goal. Someone has set as their goal to develop enough to be worthy of holding symposium with you. And who's to say you aren't already? Whoever that is, who's to say you're not already worthy? Maybe you need to let the insecurities go so that you can take a step forward and begin to receive the confirmations that you're already worthy as you are. For some things, yes, you still need to put effort into developing those aspects of yourself so that you can be well prepared and all of this and all of that. For other things, especially connections with other people, if you're not enough as you are, that person is not enough for you then. So stop intellectualizing the excuses that have been made to prolong the process that you're in. You've put hard work into a project and now we'll see the results. Since the fifth house is a natural house position for the sign of Leo, someone close to you, a potential lover, a mate, or the two of you together will make a striking appearance. It's time to go out and be seen. This card may turn up during the time of a budding romance. Perhaps your current relationship will go through a positive transformation, or perhaps there is a new potential mate on the scene. Fifth house is also strongly tied to artistic expression. Okay. The Jupiter card appearing. Oh, no, we didn't pull the Jupiter card. Okay. This card is all about finding joy and creativity and self expression with a promise of a jubilant return to childhood. Oh, Michael says, oh, yes. So the adults are looking at each other while the children are allowed to play. So that's your inner child. The inner child of the two that are involved or will be involved will have fun with each other while the adults have to sift through whatever it is that needs to be sifted through. It's not a bad thing. It's more of a realignment thing. It can denote a carnival-like atmosphere where life becomes a three-ring circus, but usually in the best way possible. It's all about multitasking, taking on more than is expected, and then making a spectacular success of it. This is a card of mastery and victory in a deep way, such as that which you already carry inside your heart. All is possible now. The most important thing is to move forward, which is what I just said. The possibilities are expanding. The potentialities are there. They're being ripened already. All you have to do is make a decision and stick with it no matter what. Carry forward, carry forward, carry forward. That's all you have to do. Okay. Major changes coming. Wish fulfillment is in the air. You need to get your little net, your little butterfly net, channel your inner fucking SpongeBob and Patrick. Go and get your jellyfish in jellyfish fields. Go do it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Allow your dreams to come true. I got to get going. Sessions are starting. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye, everyone.